And welcome back, guys. We're going to be playing Dying Light the Beast. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure it's grab button. Let's get back into it.
Selby, I'm getting close.
See anything?
Yeah, gas. Shitload of infected here. I'll handle it. Voice coming from nearby. She must be in one of those cabins. First the gas cylinders. Gotta secure the area. All right, now the next one. Last one, hopefully. Are you all right?
Oh my God, they locked me up in here. Left me here to be eaten alive by those things. Thank you.
Take a deep breath. Calm down. What happened?
Those men, those soldiers, they beat me, locked me up in here. Wanted to kill me. You have to help me.
Okay, it's okay. You're safe now. My name's Kyle. What's yours?
Okay. My name's Lucy Brown. The Baron held me captive for 3 years. You've heard of him.
Yeah, let's just say the name rings a bell. Why'd he lock you up?
Forced me to work for him. I took advantage of my knowledge.
What kind of work?
As a doctor.
As a doctor? For the Baron? Meaning you worked in his lab?
I dared to finally say no to him. So he ordered me to be executed. That madman wanted those monsters to devour me. He was testing that fucking gas. You gotta help me escape.
But hold up, you're a doctor? So what kind of medicine did you practice?
Please. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, well, I do.
Please.
Talk, Lucy.
I had to jab the subject. I mean, people. Inject all kinds of formulas. Observe their reactions. Write reports. God.
Lucy, I want you to take a good look at me.
I don't follow.
Recognize my face, maybe? Considering your medical career?
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
Interesting tattoo you got there.
The Baron gave it to me. He marks his so-called workers. Treats them like animals.
Not just the workers. You worked for the Baron for 3 years. Maybe he forced you to. Maybe he didn't.
I beg you.
3 years.
Listen, I just want this nightmare to end. I want to get away, far away.
And what exactly do you want from me?
Need supplies and a vehicle. I overheard that the Baron's militia has a camp nearby. They've got plenty of fuel and rations there. Bet you'll also find things useful to you.
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
I'll wait for you near that outpost. There's a house on the outskirts of town, not far from the gas station.
Okay, I'll see you there.
time. He's down. Hiding. Pussy. Casualty over here. You got nowhere to go.
What's the latest?
Ever heard of a Lucy Brown?
No, don't think so.
Blonde, green eyes, kinda short. She was one of the Baron's scientists. Involuntarily, she claims. The Baron's men tried to kill her. In quite a twisted way.
What exactly did she do?
She told the Baron no, and he ordered her execution. Now she wants me to help her escape. Said she'd wait for me in some little house near the gas station.
Will you? 'Cause I'm not sure if I would.
Look, if she's telling the truth, she's as much a victim of the Baron as we are.
If.
Olivia, I'm back.
Hey, Kyle. You've got to see this. You won't believe what I found.
What?
I've been combing through historical data, and it looks like the military used gas against the infected before. One was called Blue Mist, and it worked like a sedative.
I think I remember that from back in Haran. There was this cult there that the infected wouldn't attack, and turned out they were using some kind of military-grade gas.
The Baron has since made some advancements. He developed a red gas that provokes unbridled fury.
Like waving a red cape in front of a bull.
Exactly. That's how you lured that chimera from the forest to the scrapyard.
Well, if the Baron can trigger that kind of blind rage and point him at whoever's pissing him off, that could make for a pretty effective weapon.
There's something else.
What? What's wrong?
I discovered the identity of the scientist who did that initial research. It was my father.
What?
He was in Haran, right at the start of the outbreak.
Yeah, so was I.
I know. You're kind of famous.
Well, where's your dad now? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
He's with the Baron.
So he works for him?
Not voluntarily. Slave labor. Same as me. He brought me with him when Haran fell.
I lost a lot of good people I cared about there. So many good people. When you said you wanted me to get you out of here, were you talking about your father, too?
I was hoping. But to do that,
We have to kill the Baron. Let's just hope Camilo comes through with something we can use to take that bastard down.
let's hope so. Good luck, Kyle. I'll let you know if I find anything else.
Got him like a fish.
If we eavesdrop on them, maybe they could do the same, right?
Kyle, Dr. Camilo's research is even more promising than we thought. With the proper infusions, he believes we can enhance our telepathic abilities. To not just communicate, but to control. Camilo, perhaps you should explain.
Yes, sure. I'll try. It's a little complicated. As you know, Lydia and her people have unique abilities.
Right, like telepathy.
Not just telepathy. It's much more, or at least it could be. It goes beyond simple communication. With the proper enhancements, Lydia could connect directly with the mind of a non-sentient infected and activate specific areas of the brain.
And why would she want to do that?
Your average biter operates strictly on instinct, driven by hunger. Imagine if you could redirect that hunger towards prey of your own choosing.
You're talking about controlling the infected.
Yes, I believe it's very possible. The Baron has no idea of the strides I've made. With Lydia and her people, I have the perfect opportunity to prove my theory.
You could create an undead army.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but yes, the possibilities are endless. However, we need your help.
My help? You know I got a D in high school chemistry.
I need certain rare substances to create the proper infusion. But they are located in a very dangerous area.
Okay. How dangerous?
In a volatile nest.
Wow. Okay. You know dealing with volatiles is no walk in the park, right?
I know. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't critical, Kyle. But it's your call.
Well, what do you need?
We need a sample of volatile plasma. Preferably from its larva.
Okay, that's crazy. But... well, if that's what you need, fine. I'll get that sample for you.
3.
What? What?
I'm not sure every sample will contain the correct protein. So, just to be sure, we are going to need 3. Each from a different creature.
You got any more levels of difficulty, Doc? Like, should I do it blindfolded? How about backwards?
Forwards is fine.
All right, I'll get your damn samples. I assume you have some particular nest in mind?
Yes, I can point you to one.
After the incident, the Baron restricted my access. He handed my project to Dr. Dickman and forced me to do all my testing in the field. That's why I was at that school. But despite the limitations he set, I still managed to make some major progress.
But you haven't tested it on anyone like us yet.
Not exactly like you, no. But theoretically, it should create a significant enhancement in your abilities. There's some risk, of course. But in my opinion, it's minimal.
Kyle, right?
Yeah, and you are?
Jenna. Lydia has me keep tabs on all this junk. In a way, you could say I'm our storekeeper.
So what's on your mind?
I got an urgent problem, and I need your help. Ron's in distress.
Ron?
One of my suppliers. Folks here always need things. Meds, books, batteries. Ron and Anna have a knack for finding stuff.
Well, maybe Anna would know where Ron is.
Can't reach her either. They're always together. In here, out there, they're peas in a pod, inseparable.
I can track him down for you.
I know you've got a lot on your plate, But I'll make it worth your while. Check that big mansion in the villa area. Ron and Anna were using it as their pit stop.
Alright, well, I hope I find some clues there.
Hope so too.
Alrighty, that looks like a good place to stop. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.